You can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4 pitches. But not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He leads off. Their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And he takes strike 2.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting, number 64.
Digging in, Williams Astudillo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
1-2 to the Twins catcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Adames brings it in. Throw gets him. 2 down. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Byron Buxton. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order, and they digging in once again. Willie Adames. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers. Going multiple innings. The guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
A wind up and the 0-1. Now here's a shot out to right center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Digging in, Ji-Man Choi. He went deep back in the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Now this gets all the way to the wall. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Center fielder, Kevin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Kiermaier. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's the first out.
The batter.
And that'll
The
bring up
second
Joey
baseman.
Wendell. He was
Joey.
retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run. But I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby one.
And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And it's not in time. He's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Duffy.
In now, Matt Duffy. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Bullet back up the middle. Buxton will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We've played 8 full. Tampa. Bay leads this one 27-2. Striding forward now is the DH, Ronald Torreyes, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Settling in now, Nelson Cruz. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Twins down to their final out. And the next to bat will be the big 3rd baseman, Miguel Sano.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Fouled off. Final strike for the Twins. Minnesota, good night.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
27-2 in tonight's game. Tampa Bay get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Blake Snell hangs win number 11 on his line, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Tyler Duffy allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
3 hours and 57 minutes.